Hello, learners. Welcome to the GES Digital Intervention Program for Senior High Schools. English Language Lesson 1, Grammar. The topic for this lesson is phrases, and the lesson title, Phrases and Noun Phrases. I am your facilitator, Seth Abuakon. Now let us look at the learning outcomes, what we expect at the end of the lesson. You will define phrases, categorize types of phrases, identify phrases in text, and then tell the functions of phrases. This is the lesson outline. Section 1, we shall define phrases and the types of phrases. Section 2, we will look at the noun phrase. Now, these are the keywords you will encounter in the course of the lesson. Phrase, unit, subjects, objects, complements, modifiers, and adverbials. Now, for a starter, you are going to do an identification exercise to see if you are conversant with phrases. This is what we have on the slide. Identify the phrases in the sentence below and describe them. And the sentence is, the smart boy attempted to use his intelligence to cunningly outwit the innocent boy. You have a few seconds to identify the phrases and then describe them. Welcome back. Yeah, you've all done very well. Your work and your performance shows that you are really conversant with phrases. Now, what is a phrase? We've come across this word several times. A phrase is a grammatical term referring to a group of words that does not contain a subject and a verb. We don't have any subject performing any action in the group of words, and this makes it a phrase. We have different types of phrases, and the head word of the phrase determines the type of phrase. Phrases can also function as subjects, objects, complements, modifiers, and adverbials. A phrase can be one word, two words, or even much longer. So on the slide, we have the definition of a phrase as a group of words which acts as a single grammatical unit. And it does not contain a subject and a verb, and as a result, cannot convey a complete thought. We have 5 different kinds of phrases, that is the major ones, and each of them functions as a part of speech. And in a phrase, the main word, or the word that is what the phrase is about, is called the head. Phrases can have many different functions in sentences. They are used as subjects, objects, complements, modifiers, or adverbials. Now let us look at an example. We have a sentence on the slide. The dark complexion girl is the school prefect. That dark complexion girl is functioning as the subject of the sentence. We have another phrase, the school prefect. The school prefect is functioning as a complement. Let's look at the second example on the slide. The senior student bullied the young boy in the library. The senior student is functioning as the subject of the verb bullied. The young boy is functioning as the object of the verb bullied. And the other element in the library is an adverbial. We talked about the length of the phrase at the beginning of the lesson. I said the phrase could be one word, two words as intelligent people, or a longer phrase as that interesting storybook on the table over there. And even here, you can add more words to make the phrase longer. I believe at the end of the lesson, you are going to add more words to get the length of the phrase to be 20 words. We have 5 major types of phrases. We have the noun phrase, the huge elephant, adjective phrase, very happy, prepositional phrase, at lunch, verb phrase, watch TV, adverbial phrase, true story. You realize that it is the head word that determines the name of the phrase. So in the first example, the head word is a noun, elephant. That is why we say the phrase is known as noun phrase. We move from phrases to a particular type of phrase, the noun phrase. What is a noun phrase? Good. Your answer is correct. Look at the diagrams on the slide. We have a table, so a table is a noun phrase. The flowers is a noun phrase. So, a noun phrase is a group of 2 or more words that contains a noun but no verb to tell us what the noun is doing or feeling. If you decide to construct a sentence right now, you will realize that your sentence will at all costs contain a noun phrase or 2. So, almost every sentence contains at least one noun phrase. Noun phrases can be identified if they can be substituted by pronouns, as illustrated in the examples below. What is being said now is that the litmus test for a noun phrase is that a pronoun can replace the noun phrase. So if you are in doubt if a phrase is a noun phrase or not, try replacing the phrase with a pronoun. If it works, then it means that the phrase is a noun phrase. So we have this example. His food contains both meat and fish. Can we replace the phrase his food with a pronoun? Yes, you are right. It. The pronoun it can replace the phrase his food. So it means that his food is a noun phrase. Both meat and fish, what pronoun do you think can replace both meat and fish? Excellent. Them. Yes. So the sentence now becomes, it contains them. A second example. The black rope lying on the floor is long. We are looking for a pronoun to replace the noun phrase to actually prove that it's a noun phrase. And again, the pronoun it can replace the black rope lying on the floor. And so the sentence now becomes, it is long. We have realized that in a noun phrase, one or more words work together to give more information about a noun. Examples. All my dear children. Here we have these words, all, my, and dear, working together to give information about children. So we have all my dear children. Then we have the beautiful girl. There and beautiful, giving information about girl. 30 brilliant students in the class. We have 30 and we have brilliant, providing information about the noun students. Already, we've learned that a noun phrase has a noun as its head, and the noun has got modifiers known as noun modifiers. One of them is the determiner, and the example is He carried the books. The determiner there is there. Then possessive. Possessives can be modifiers of the head, as we have in Sewa's. So we have, she brought Sewa's book. Adjectives mostly modify nouns. So here we have interesting. The adjective here is interesting. The interesting book is mine. We can also have a prepositional phrase modifying a noun, such as on the table, the book on the table. The prepositional phrase on the table is modifying the noun book. A clause can also modify a noun. And in our example, we have the canteen we went to. The clause here is we went to, and it is modifying the noun canteen. A noun phrase does the work of a noun in a sentence. So the noun phrase performs the functions of a noun. The noun phrase can be the subject in a sentence, as the brilliant boy received 5 prizes. So here we have the brilliant boy performing the function of subject of the verb received. It can also function as an object. I read that book about elephants. That book about elephants is the object of the verb read. Then it can function as the complement. Roya wants to be a doctor. A doctor renames the subject Roya, and it is a complement in the sentence. A noun phrase can also function as a possessive, as we have in my best friend's father, friend's father. Then it can also be the object of a preposition. Looked over the fence. The preposition there is over, and the object is the fence. Reflection. Now, I would like you to reflect on all that you have learned so far. A. Phrases. Think about what phrases are. We said that a phrase is a group of words which does not contain a subject and a verb. We talk about the noun phrase. We said the noun phrase is a group of words with a noun as its head. We also learned that the noun has modifiers such as determiners, adjectives, and possessives. You have an assignment to do to prove if you've really grasped what we have learned so far. In 5 sentences, illustrate the functions of noun phrases. You have a few seconds to do this assignment. Well, we have covered enough in this lesson. I hope you've grasped whatever has been said in this lesson. Go through whatever we have done. If you are not sure of anything, read more about phrases and noun phrases. Until we